Great. So I can see the good amount of people. Let's begin our day today. Any questions you guys have it before I start, or you want to start directly? Ms. Suhaila, everything is good?
Yes, everything is good.
What about practice going on? How's the practice? Are you doing the practice test? You guys can hear me, right? Miss Adila also have joined. My mic is working.
Sorry. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. So we have good amount of people. Let's begin our day. Let's read the question. We have a question on the screen that company H is completing a merger and has acquired several valuable assets from a different company. That do something, okay? That's what you don't need to worry about it. Do not waste your energy in reading something. The team is conflicted about what to do, but the product owner has identified knowledge transfer to ensure the new organization can maintain the collections properly as one of the highest priorities for the merger. Which two actions should the team take? So our main composition, we need to stay on this. This is our main part. The product owner has asked you to do the knowledge transfer, so this should be your high priority. What this contains, this is none of your problem. You don't need to worry about it. Forget it. It's not your problem. Do not waste your time and energy on reading something which is not relevant or not required for the question. So first you have to answer on the chat window, then I'll explain it which answers are correct. And there are two correct answers. So let me see what are the two correct answers. And look, here we will go with our basic rules. There is no rocket science in these type of options. And you guys know that every question have 1 minute and 20 seconds to be answered, around 21, 22 seconds. And I didn't get to your answers yet. I don't know why. What do you think your answer should be? Miss Adila, yes, this is correct. We need to find another answer. Miss Suhaila, no. Nikhil, yes, we needed two answers and both are correct. What is the second answer, Miss Adila, please? Look, if you want me to eliminate it, let me help you. Naman, why? What do you think? Why it is like this? The actions, you guys are not focusing, right? Who should take? Team. What we are talking about, team. Team can do this. Naman, what happened? You have done the test yesterday also, right? Team can do this. Is this the team problem? This is the purpose of daily stand-up meeting. Daily stand-up meeting is 15 minutes and you will discuss those things in details. We will discuss the new roadmap. It's impossible. Mic is mute. No, I removed it. You can open the mic, I think. Yes, you guys can open. Backlog is for
To
product owner, right?
product owner, yes.
Right. And daily
Product
meeting
owner, different
is
product
only
owner.
just three things: what you did yesterday, what you will do today, and what are your challenges, impediments, obstacles. New roadmap has nothing to do with daily stand-up meeting. So B and E are out of the league. And C has no connection at all, also from the question. Post updates, updates for what? They're not asking updates, they are asking what actions you will take for the mergers. What are the high priorities? So high priorities is combine the leaders so they can provide the lesson notes and
Okay.
hire the specialist in intellectual property rights so you can get the better guidance from them. So you can have a formal transfer. So that's
I
why
have
A
a
and
question.
yeah, go on. Correct.
Yeah, it's D. How you here they're saying it's hire specialists. You said
Yes.
that the team members, how the team members can hire specialists.
Okay. Look, I always say that from the available answers, you have to choose answers, right? So we know that backlog cannot be done by the team. This is out of the league. We know that daily stand-up cannot be done from the league. Now, post updates in the monthly status report, it has nothing to do with the question. That's why it is gone. So they ask two answers, right? Remaining two answers are A and D. There's nothing wrong with it. So we eliminated three answers which are not correct. And if you look, there are two answers left. So sometimes you will feel it that it's not possible. Hire specialists in intellectual property rights and museum management to lead a formal transfer. So you can request to the team lead and they can hire for you. The team lead actually hires, right? Hires from the function manager or from the PM, that you can get those people for the formal transfer, or you can hire a third party person if requires. But again, if it is written in the contract, we said hire and fire word does not go with the project manager. A project manager cannot hire a fire from outside. He can get or she can get from PMO or from the function manager. So as per the given situation, only two answers are available for us. So I think in many of the sessions I have been saying that sometimes you will feel it that it may not be the correct answer. But from the above given, these are the remaining correct answers, which connects with the questions. Got the point? Wait, where is it? Question 3. Where was the question? It's this one. Peer leaders, yes. So our correct answers were A and D, because this and this is not for the team anyway. And post updates in the status report is out of our league. So I hope it works. Let's go and check the next question also. Okay, a global organization is headquartered in a country that has just passed a law making it illegal for employers to contact employees outside of the office hours. Good information. Because 85% of the employees lives in this country, and the leadership team launched an initiative, an employee wellness. That company has adopted the policy across the whole organization. So this was important. This I don't care. However, just this weekend, the director of marketing sent an urgent email to the entire team demanding that they correct a mistake on the prototype ASAP. Two team members send a message with a tone of panic to the team lead's personal phone that what is this? We are not supposed to work on weekend or off the time. Why this guy is asking us to do something off the record? So how should the team lead respond? Remind the director or contact HR and escalate this matter. Do nothing until Monday. Assure the director that the team will address the problem next week, and tell the team member who messaged to have a nice weekend. So among these available options, what do you think is the better answer for you guys? Okay, I just got one answer yet. Mr. Dila, yes, that's correct answer. What about others? Maybe in functional organization you would do this. Miss Suela, yes, very nice. Hafiz, these words are never appropriate. How can you choose this answer? These type of words are never the appropriate answers, or they are not the appropriate actions also. So this can never be the correct answer. Do nothing. How can we think like this that do nothing? It cannot be the correct answer. And contact HR, why? You have to talk to people directly. Why you are going here and there and here and there? So yes, D is the correct answer. All of you, those who have done D, their answers are correct. That okay, team will work. So he didn't say do it now. He said ASAP. ASAP does not mean do it now. So I assured the director that team will address the problem as early as in the next week and tell the team member enjoy your weekend. That's the better answer. Great. Perfect. Let's go next. A team is building something. Some technical project team members are highly experienced. However, the team also include many juniors. Did you see how I'm reading the question? Half is especially also for you. This variance and team experience is listed as a risk that could affect the conditions. At the team morning status meeting, a facilitator led a discussion about continuous improvement and asked the team how leadership and the company could help them improve. The team listed following 5 answers. Which 2 actions can help this team improve? You have to select 2 answers. The problem is we have junior and senior. Once you know it's in your mind, and you have this as a risk. And you have continuous improvement and leadership. How can it improve? Which 2 options you guys think will be the correct answers? Mhm. Nikhil, one answer is correct. Second one is not. Yes, it's correct now. Half is yes. Look, this we never thought that it could be the correct answer, right? So it's out of the league. D, E has nothing to do with the question. So 2 are gone, right? Remaining are 3 answers. Now I have to remove 1 more answers. Provide more learning opportunities, communicate team goals better. Have more team meetings. Having the team meetings is not a good option. You should keep it as required. More word is not something like increasing the frequency of something without any KPIs or without any agenda is not an appropriate one. So it's a very general statement. So I will remove this. So remaining answers are B and D. What is it? Communicate team goals better, provide more learning opportunities. So that's more. So one is what? Continuous improvement. This is the goal. And learning opportunities, leadership. Leadership goes with the learning opportunities. Continuous improvement goes with the goals. So yes, B and D are the correct answers. Answer is 100% in the question. That's what I keep informing you all the time. Just keep connected with the question. It will give you the thing. Do not try to read unnecessary details in the question. And this is another perfect example. This paragraph have nothing to do a lot with the question. So in the second part of the question actually contains the major part of the question. Next, a global volunteer organization operates a continuous training model to improve the knowledge of all volunteers. Let me show you also. They design custom trainings on a wide range of topics and deliver it virtually on the third Friday of every month. The team in charge of training brainstorms a list of ideas to check if the training is effective and adequate. Which item on this list will help determine the effectiveness of this training? What do you think is the correct answer? You need to choose only one. Your training is a pre-assessment. Monitor how many people had their cameras on during their training. Survey people about their areas of interest. Perform a statistical sampling of attendees to find out what they learned. Yes, Naman, that's correct. Yeah, that's a better answer, right? You cannot check the assessment at the pre-level. It has to be the post-level. So this answer is gone. Having camera has no impact directly. Survey people about their area of interest. This is also what? Pre-action. And they're asking what? Post-action. So remaining answer is D. So perform a statistical sampling, and statistical sampling happens at the time of quality control, which means at a time of post, not pre. So A and C are pre, and D is because you need to check the impact. If I remove this word to determine the participation of the training or level of interest or participation at the time of this, so in that case, B could be the correct answer because it's about more engagement. So how they were engaged and so on. So in that condition, B could be the proper answer, but they are asking about effectiveness. So that's why D is the correct answer because the statistical sampling is after the implementation. So yes, D is the correct answer. Those who have marked D, their answers are correct. And I hope explanation also worked. Let's go next. After months of information gathering and meeting with the community, a police force wants to design and launch an app to improve the quality of communication with members of the public, one of their critical stakeholders. How is this an example of continuous process improvement? Select the proper answer. Great. Your answer is correct. It is intended to improve efficiency and quality of communication. And that is what answer is 100% in the question. Great. So yes, C was the correct answer. Now let's play with it. What will be the question? Then D will be the correct answer. You guys do it. I have been doing it for you guys. Now you guys do it for me. That what will be the question? This line. What will be the question? That D will be the correct answer. What will be the words in the question that D will be the correct answer?
Continuous process improvement. Example of continuous process improvement.
Or KPI.
Improved KPI.
Right? I can say that is an example of KPIs for continuous improvement. Great. Good. What do you think that A, when A will be the correct answer?
This is communication, maybe. Stakeholder
engagement.
communication, engagement.
Perfect. Good. So if you start playing with the question, it means now you are coming on the logic and you can understand the questions and you can find the answers
D,
accordingly.
it will be eliminated.
Yes, great, perfect. So yes, C was the correct answer. Perfect, great. Let's go to the next question. And the next question is, a highly engaged agile team is forced to halt business operations when a major crisis occurs, closing offices and requiring employees to work remotely. Many team members who were high-performing contributors before the crisis are missing daily stand-ups or attending meetings but turning their cameras off and are not participating. Because of the attendance, project is not meeting the goals. Consequently, the project is not performing well. Which action is the most effective way to motivate the team? Answer on the chat window, please. Uh, Read the question carefully. To motivate the team. They are not asking to reward and recognize. Look, escape is, I don't know what is after this, but escape will never be the correct answer. Send emails. The best email is what? Push communication or pull communication? Or interactive communication?
Or communication, I think. The absentee
Push communication, right?
members, yeah.
That you don't know they will read it. You already don't know they are attending it or not. So there's no benefit of sending emails. Award the consistent top contributors with a gift card at the next meeting to incentivize the others. Keep your camera on to lead by example and use an agenda that actively involves people in the meeting. So problem is for the involvement. So D is better answer than B because they are not asking rewards and recognitions. They are asking their participation has creating the problems. So like it's we used to do as a kids that if you will open your camera, I will give you the candy. It doesn't work in that part.
Sir, if they are asking reward, then I think B will be the
Then
correct answer.
then answer, yeah. If it is about rewards and recognition, then yes, B could be the correct answer. So if it is by motivating the team, so you have to lead by example as a leader. So yeah, D is the correct answer. Great. Okay, the next question is actually similar to that. That's why I want to ask you guys, look at it and tell me that which stage you are. You remember the 5 stages of Bruce Tuckman ladder model: forming, storming, norming, performing, adjourning. This stage is what?
Performing.
Great. This stage is what? High performing team where there are no conflicts. So related to this, we have a question. You read it. I will not read it. You read it and give me the answer. If you will answer from here to here, your answer will be different. If you answer from here to here, your answer will be different. And our answer is always in the last part of the question. Then it will be the correct answer. Otherwise, it will always be the wrong answer.
D.
However, now with the new managers leadership, the team has begun to communicate. Has
Forming.
begun to communicate.
Yes, the forming.
Has begun to
But
communicate
the conflict is already eliminated.
and develop some process and procedures for working together. They prepared the procedure to work together. They are
So
not
forming.
working. No, forming is the initial, norming.
Forming, okay.
Look, if you will not, means I'm not saying that you are wrong or you are not reading proper. I'm just guiding you that if you will not read the last part and the last word carefully. So if they have developed some procedures and process and procedures for working together, it's norming. If I remove this word and started working, if I add this word and I started working together, then it will be performed. But here they did not start the work. They have established what? Okay, what they've established, what we call this thing? Who will tell me what they have done? We use in the resource management chapters or in the people domain. They have developed some procedures and processes to work together. What is it?
Team chart.
Ground rules and team charter, right? So they have prepared the ground rule and team charter. It means they are at the norming stage. I hope my explanation worked to learn something. Great. Let's go next. A project is comprised of 3 highly dependent parts, each being completed by its own project team. The team leader worried that conflicts might arise. When you read this line, what we call this thing, whenever you read the word might, what is it?
Risk.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. When the outputs from the 3 teams are combined, ask for advice. What advice should you do as a project manager? And because you already found the answer in the question, now you can easily guess the answer. Nikhil, yes, your answer is correct. They are asking advice, okay? They are not asking actions. Please remember this word carefully. Because if you go with the action, answer will be different. As I said, some of you are answering for the action. Only Miss Adila is correct so far, I guess. And I didn't see any other. Nikhil was correct, yes. Others not yet. Your answers are not correct. You will never do this, right? You will never take the things to the next level. It's impossible. It will never be the correct answer. Never ever it will be the correct answer for a correct question. I don't know what is written, but this word will never be the correct answer for anything. If I change the word to action, then C will be the correct answer. If I change the word, what actions should the project manager take, then C could be the correct answer. So it's gone out of the league. Decide which teamwork should be prioritized. Decide which teamwork should be prioritized and delay the work from the other two teams to ensure there are no conflicts. You can never do this because prioritization should be done by the teams by themselves. Let the team choose their own way of working. Because you already said risk.
Sir, decide, I think it comes in direct action.
You can think like this also. It could be a help for you. But we already discussed it's a risk. So identify the risk and then arrange for a weekly joint meeting with the members of the three teams to review each other work. So we can, A is the perfect answer or much better answer that we should discuss with all. Whoever is the stakeholder, we should discuss it all. But if you look in B, delay the work from other two teams. Who are you to decide to delay the work? If you will do this, if you will become the micromanager, you will destroy the team and their workflow. So it's not a good option. So yes, those who have answered A, their answers are correct. While B and C and D, B and D are totally incorrect. They have nothing to do with the question. C is the word will be changed. If they are asking what actions should you take as a project manager, then you can do C. But if it is advice, so yes, if you need my advice, I will say A. So yes, A is the correct answer. Good. Let's go next. Wow, we are very fast today. We have solved 9 questions. An unresolved conflict between a member of a third-party vendor's team and a member of a project team is causing disruptions. There's a conflict between vendor's team and project team. The issue is escalated to PM. What you will do first, this is what they are asking. So you have to choose from the available options, okay? Yes, Miss. Yes, Nikhil. Great. Backlog is never your problem. Backlog is the problem of product owner, not you. So B cannot be the answer. C and D again, direct answers. And direct answers or actions are never the correct answers. So they are out of our league. The remaining answer is A. Yes, all of you are correct. So from the available options, A is the better answer. Because which technique you have done, we have used here, if you remember, there were techniques, right? Collaborate, smooth, avoid, compromise, force. Which one you have used here? You had avoid, smooth, force, compromise, and collaborate. Which one you guys have used here?
Collaborate.
You have used collaborate. Great. So if you guys remember this, then you can answer. Why I did this? I did it purposefully because the next question is related to this. Now you read it by yourself and you tell me what is the correct answer. And I still remember, I think I could recall it. Nikhil, you were the person, right? You told me the difference between continuous improvement and continual improvement, right?
Yes, sir.
Look, I still remember you from that point.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
He was the first guy in the class who answered this question, continuous and continual. And others
Yes,
will
yes.
think they are same.
Thank you, sir.
And I think that was 2018 or 19, right? 18, I guess.
Long back, sir.
Nikhil, come on. Finish it. Okay, I don't know what is the question. Naman has already answered. Let's go. A project team is comprised of something to manage scheduling, priorities, conflict among team members. PM schedules a video conference call. Which technique demonstrate? Yes, that is correct. Hafiz and Naman and Mr. Haydar, correct? Yes. You have taken an action, it means you are trying to solve a problem. So correct answer is yes, B. That's great. Perfect. So these are, these are the basic things. And this is the purpose of Saturday class, that you can learn more in shorter time and you can enjoy your certification in shorter time. The PM schedules an iteration review and learns that a few key stakeholders do not approve the development of a feature. What should the project manager do first to address this issue? Invite team members to a brainstorming sessions to identify an appropriate response. Address the issue only after evaluating why these stakeholders are concerned. Determine the impact of the conflict by listing pros and cons of the situation. Ask the sponsor to act as a neutral party in negotiation with those stakeholders who are dissatisfied. And you will find a very tight competition here. Mr. Mohsen thinks. Mohsen, this is the correct answer. But could you please explain why it is the correct answer?
Sir, I was going with the C, but that I did not do because determining the impact, it should be a second step.
Determining the impact, which is what we call it.
It comes later.
Qualitative, right?
Yes. So other two I don't consider.
Look, we cannot ask the project sponsor directly. And when it is iteration, so I think I draw it in the last class, when it is about problems. So you should talk to the product owner will talk to the sponsor. You should not go directly to the sponsor. So D is out of the league. Invite team member to a brainstorming sessions to identify an appropriate response. Address the issue only after evaluating why these stakeholders. First, you have to find out the answer. What is the problem, right? Then you can prepare the response. If you will do A, look, A is not a bad option. I'm not saying it's wrong. So as I said today, you in this question, you'll find good competition. Why? Because all answers are somehow legitimately correct in different explanations. They are totally not like you can directly eliminate them. You need to think. So D is wrong because of this situation. And C, as Mr. Mohsen said, this is the second stage. So if I just place it, so it will be like this. First, you will do B. Then what you will do? A, and then C. Right? This is the sequence you can say. First, you will do B, identify, then prepare a response, and then calculate. Or it could be B, C, A also. Look, I told you that only will never be the correct answer, but sometimes you have to read it also.
Okay.
If you see only, okay.
Because that's what it led me to take
Okay.
A, to be honest.
Yeah, look, only word and must word. In normal situations, they are not the correct answer, but try to read it also. Okay, sometimes it is like you might get like all also I said. Sometimes, yeah, all is also correct answer. But again, you have to check the context of the answer, like meaning, what does it mean? How does it sound like? So in this condition, yeah, You have to check carefully also. But in exam, they don't confuse you with these type of things. Don't worry about it. At a weekly project status meeting, a key team member expresses concerns about the overall approach documented within the project management plan. He is surprised because team is in the process of execution and the concern was not raised before. What steps should the project manager take? So, concerns about the approach. What steps you will do as a project manager? Update the risk register. Recognize that the concern must be discussed and resolved prior to continuing with the meeting's agenda item. Address the team with a generic reminder about meeting etiquettes. This has nothing to do with the question. I don't know what is written, but I stopped here. Acknowledge that team member concerns immediately continuing with the scheduled agenda. Then privately meet with the team member to understand the concern expressed. Team member, one person. Can you do this without change request?
Yes.
No, you cannot. You are in the execution. Look, project manager is surprised because the team is in the process of execution. When you goes in the execution, project manager plan can only be changed with the help of change request. So you cannot do this. You cannot update anything without the change request. So A is gone. Now remaining answers are B and D. Recognize that the concern must be discussed and resolved prior to continuing with the meetings. Everything is correct in B, right? Till here, it's correct. There is no problem. These words are not correct. Else, B is a perfect statement. There is no problem in B. But the last word, which made the whole answer wrong. They could write something which could be the correct answer, but they didn't write it. So yeah, B is also out of the league. So remaining answer is A, because it is only one person. So yeah, now privately will be the correct answer. But if I put the team members, then privately will not be the correct answer. Because we have to discuss one-to-one. So for one-to-one, yeah, to understand their concerns. So in that context, D is the only remaining answers. Normally, privately, as I told you, it's not a correct answer. But again, you have to read it again and again to find out which is not possible. So A is not possible without change request. B was 100%, sorry, 98% correct. Just the last word made it wrong. C, when I read the word meeting etiquettes, I stopped it. I don't know what is written next. And D, okay, it says privately. Yeah, privately with the team member, one-to-one discussion is always a good option. So yes, D is the correct answer. That's how we solve the questions in exam also. Great. Let's do one more question, I guess so. Certain key stakeholders are dissatisfied with the development of a key feature. They express their dissatisfaction during the review meeting. What you will do first to resolve this issue? Gather a team and identify a solution. Identify the reasons why there are issues with the features. Create a list of pros and cons, or add a neutral party. And I think you can reach to the better answers. Yes, correct, correct. All of you are correct. The remaining answer here, which is correct, is only
B and
and
D.
B. Sorry, B was the correct answer. Perfect. Good one. Let's go next. During the execution of a project, a key team member is concerned. Wait. Is concerned with the approach. The member surprises the project manager with the negative comments about the approach during the weekly status meeting. During the execution, okay. Remember this. How should the project manager address the team member's concern while he's giving or she's giving the negative comments? Continue with the meeting and ensure that concerns are added to the risk register after the meeting is finished. Again, during the execution, can you do this? without change request? Answer is no. Continue with the scheduled agenda items after reminding the team member of expected meeting. We are not discussing meeting etiquettes. I don't know what is written, so it's wrong. Remember that a project should not go forward when key team members are in disagreement. Use the meeting to discuss the team member concern. Okay. Make a short comment to acknowledge the team member concerns. Continue with the meeting and meet with the team member in private to discuss their concerns. So Ms. Adila and Hafiz have answered. Yes, your answer is correct. What about others? Yes, Ms. Suela, very nice. That's great. What about others? Yes, Mama, good, very nice. Yes, all of your answers are correct. I'm happy. Now you guys type on the chat window that which technique the project manager has used. Avoid, accommodate or smooth, force, compromise, and collaborate. Which technique was used here in D? And which technique was used in C? Type it on the chat window. No, miss, this is out of the league. No, Noman. Make a short comment to acknowledge, continue with the meeting, and then meet. Yes, Nikhil, very good. Yes, Ms. Soila, very good. We have done here what? Smooth or accommodate. That do not discuss those points which will destroy the meeting or will destroy the relationships. That is what accommodate. So in D, they have used accommodate. In C, which one they have used? In C, you have used collaborate because you want to solve the problem. Very good. If you guys can solve the questions like this, you are super smart, which means you have read all the things and you have it in your brain. Look, in the question, they did not ask directly, but actually at the back end, they have those terminologies somehow connected. So they will check you like this. They will not never ask you the definition, but they'll give you the hints and you have to catch it. That's one more question. A project is utilizing a third-party contractor. A member of the contractor team raises an issue with a member of the team. Okay, let me read it down. The two individuals are not able to work at solution. PM is aware of the disagreement. Which type of which communication should the PM use first when contacting the vendor about this issue? What is the best technique for communication? Exactly. The best communication technique is face to face. There is no doubt about it. There is no second comment about it. Face to face is always considered the best communication to remove the conflicts. Was quick, so let's solve one more. And we have one more after this. Okay, great. Three teams are working on a part of a project. The parts are highly dependent. The leader of the team indicates this might create conflicts when the outputs from the three teams are combined. What guidance as a coach you can offer to the team lead? Exactly. Now you guys have learned, right? The technique, how to answer the questions. What about others? Yes, half is correct. Exactly. A is the correct answer. Or B, C, and D are, they are asking guidance, they are not asking actions. Perfect. Great. And let's do the similar question. A PM has assembled a team during meetings. PM observes that team members are getting to know each other, feeling excited and positive about the work, and have not been told the specific details of the project. What phase of development it is? Yes, Miss, very good, Miss Suela, very good. No, Miss Adila, you missed it. Yes, half is correct. Nikhil, yes, good. All are happy, right? When all are happy, it means we are happy. Happy means everyone is happy at the forming stage. Everyone is happy at the forming stage. Great. The atmosphere is tense. Agile team members are unhappy. Which two actions should the project manager take in this situation? And you have to select two answers. Whenever you see the word sentiments or situation like sentiments, there is always one answer which will always be available for you. And the word is agile, self-organizing team. Okay. Make sure when you answer, you know, remember this. Very good, miss. That's correct answer, but select one more answer. Hafiz, yes, your answers are correct. Naman, no. This word does not sound proper answer. Anyway, this is out of the league. Remind the team and calm all present by asking them to call. Asking them to call on their emotional intelligence. So emotional intelligence will not be the answer here because to call on their emotional intelligence. You should call their emotional intelligence. They should not call their emotional intelligence. You should handle the situation. You should not, please calm down. Please think like this. No, you cannot do that. Intervene, giving one uninterrupted minute to each. Let everyone speak why they are unhappy. And this is against the question. So it cannot be the answer. Facilitate by asking the team to suggest ways. Yeah, team is self-organizing. Team should decide it. If you will come on from the top, it means you are acting as a what we call it, not servant leadership, but as power leader, that you want to force everything. So when, as I said, self-organizing team, remember this while you are answering the question. So in that context, C and E are the correct answer. You have to collaborate. You have to solve the problem. Problem should be solved, which is collaborate. Reminding, reprimanding, these are the force, right? remind and reprimand, they are the force action, and force is never a good strategy. So A and D are out of the league directly, remaining B, C, and E. So from B, C, and E, B is not a correct answer because you are asking them to be like, you should do some actions instead. You tell them they are already angry and you are asking them, you do it by like this. So it will never be the correct answer. So remaining answer are C and E. Those who have answered, yes, their answers are correct. Great. Let's come to the end and we'll meet in the next Saturday again. I hope you enjoyed the today's session. Let me know that if you are appearing in the exam before that. You have enough time. So thank you very much. I'll see you next week, inshallah. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Bye.